Now it is time to check out the logical operator in Java. Now basically there are three logical operators in Java. The first one is known as the logical not, and then we have the logical and then we have the logical or. Now let us now proceed and check out the logical not operator, which is basically represented by a single exclamation mark that you can see in front of you. Now here down below I have some code. Boolean fake equal to false, and then I have boolean pure equal to exclamation mark followed by fake. Now whenever we use the logical not operator with some boolean variable, it will simply reverse the value. The fake was having the value of false, now it is true. So this true will be assigned to this pure boolean variable. So let us check out the table. So here suppose I have the boolean variable of a that has the true and false as the value. Suppose if I apply logical not as a prefix to this variable, then it will simply reverse the value. The true will now become false and vice versa. False will become true. And next we have the logical AND operator that is represented by two AND sign, that is the ampersand symbol. Now the logical AND operator operates with the help of two values. Suppose I have boolean variable a and then we have boolean variable b, and suppose if we apply a and b, then what will be the output? We usually read this statement as a and b. We don't read it as a and b. So always remember this. A and b is only true when the value of a and b are true. If both are true, then only the value of a and b is actually true. Now, if any of the value of a and b is false, suppose here I have true and false, false and true, and then both false, then in that case a and b is always false. So in order to make a and b as true, the values both side, that is a and b, must be true. And now proceeding forward, we have the logical OR operator, which is represented with the help of two pipe sign. Now this is the pipe symbol that you can find in your keyboard just above the enter key. So let us check out its truth table. So here again we have two variables of a and b, and in order to make a or b as true, we just need to have one value of a and b as true. So here at the top we have both the values as true, so in the output we have true. And in the second and third case we have one value as true, so that also makes the output as true. And at last I have both the value as false, so a or b is now false. So in order to make a or b as true, either one of them must be true or both of them must be true. So in the IntelliJ IDE, let us now proceed and explore the logical operators. So suppose if I print out the true directly in the output console, let's see what we get. Obviously, we are going to get true in the output console as expected. Suppose if I use the logical not operator just before the true. Let's see what we get. So here we get false because the logical not operator always makes the value opposite. So this expression as a whole becomes false, that is opposite of true. Now if I remove logical not and then give it a space and use logical AND operator and then again let's say false, let's see what happens. Here we get false because for the logical AND operator both sides should be true, right? But in case of logical OR operator, let us use two pipe sign. Now this pipe sign is basically present just above the enter key on your keyboard. Let us now run it. It will simply give the output as true, just because in case of logical OR operator at least one side should be true. So here I have true here, so the output is true. Now instead of using the values directly, let us check out how we can use it practically inside our Java program. So for that, suppose I have a boolean variable of let's say x equal to 4 greater than 3. So since 4 is greater than 3, so this boolean variable of x will now get the value of true. And now let us define another boolean variable of y equal to let's say 5 greater than, let's say, 100. Now this time we are going to get the value of false, which will be stored inside the y variable. Now instead of true, let us replace it by x, and here let us replace it by y. Right? So instead of using the values directly, you can also use the variables like we have defined here. So right now let's see what happens. So in the output we get true, because true or false is always true. Now if I put a bracket here and again put a bracket after y, and just before the second bracket let us use the exclamation mark. So this expression as a whole will now reverse our result. That is, originally we are getting true. So now the result will be false. Let us see if we are right or wrong. And yes, now we get false in the output just because x or y is actually true. So exclamation of true is actually false. So that's why this expression is being evaluated as false. So we get false in the output console. So till now we have covered almost all the popular operators in Java, such as arithmetic, relational, assignment, increment and decrement, and at last the logical operator. So whatever concept that I taught you till now about the variables, data types and also operator, we are going to use these concepts extensively in our upcoming videos. Now you must be thinking, what about the ternary operator? Why we have not yet covered? Just because I thought to cover the ternary operator in the next topic, where we are going to discuss about the conditional statements in Java. So along with the conditional statements, we are also about to cover the ternary operator in Java.